Hi, my name is Sourabh from Sumo Logic. Today we are going to cover the use case of how Sumo Logic solution can be used effectively to run daily SOC stand-ups, primarily focusing around how dashboards and metrics powered by Sumo Logic can improve SOC efficiency. From an agenda standpoint, we will cover the following topics: a little bit about myself. What are the common operational challenges that most SOC out there are facing today? An overview of the Sumo Logic solution stack, talk about various components of SOC Daily Stand-Up app, showcase the app live in action, demo, and next steps. A little bit about myself. My name is Sourabh Bhosale, and I have been in the security industry for about 7 years now. I've been working within Sumo Logic for 2 years, supporting the pre-sales organization. Over the years, I have been part of multiple SIEM deployments and have accumulated vast experiences in identity and access management, insider threat, healthcare analytics, cyber analytics, and data loss prevention. Personally, I enjoy interpreting log data, structured or unstructured, building complex correlations to solve customer use cases. Now, coming back to the broader topic of challenges, there are a few commonly faced SOC challenges that are out there today. The first is alert fatigue. Second is the cry wolf effect, raising the flag before triaging. Third is the people problem. The fourth is tracking KPIs and monitoring efficiency, which is the focus of this presentation today. And I will showcase how Sumo Logic can be used to solve this problem. Now let's go through these challenges one by one. The first is alert fatigue. When we talk about alert fatigue, it is a really big problem that exists today. For many SOC analysts, their day job comprises of reviewing alerts and looking at log data every day. In fact, it can be extremely exhausting to go through these millions and billions of events that are generated on a daily basis, which ultimately leads to SOC alert fatigue. Also, with an ever-changing security landscape, too many point solutions are being developed, which has only compounded to this problem. Many solutions out there claim to be preventing the bad thing rather than making the day more efficient. Now, using an AI to tackle this problem can sometimes have a detrimental effect because if it is trained against a bad baseline, meaning an already compromised environment, you might miss out on legitimate incident. To sum it up, solving hundreds of security incidents, most of which could be recurring and of low importance, is extremely tiring, demotivating, and stressful. Some even call this as the biggest cyber threat of all. Let's move on to the next one, the cry wolf effect. Not only is the SOC challenged with multitudes of alerts that are coming from variety of point solutions, but also the fact that most of these alerts are false positives. That's what creates stress and reduces the overall effectiveness and efficiency of analysts. One survey highlighted that more than half the respondents reported a rate of 50% or higher of false positive alerts, leading to spending a majority of analyst time just juggling through and managing these high volume of alerts. Instead of going on a wild goose chase for every alert coming out of your SIEM or security point solution and trying to run down every alert, analysts should acknowledge the alert, look back if the alert is critical by itself or important to the organization, quickly establish if an alert is true or false, and by triaging, escalate it to the proper stakeholders. Now, this is where most organizations are struggling today. Now let's focus on the next challenge, the people problem. This is classified into three broader categories: staff shortage, skill shortage, and knowledge shortage. The first is staff shortage. This has been one of the biggest hurdles in the cybersecurity industry. There isn't enough skilled talent. 70% of IT security leaders claim that it is extremely difficult to hire qualified SOC staff. The move toward cloud has compounded this issue for searching candidates with relevant skills. Second is skill shortage. Now, when employers can't hire to fill in the gaps of a security skill portfolio, existing staff is left to fill it. Now, if a SOC team cannot use monitoring and management tools expertly to intervene in threats effectively, slower responses and failed responses are likely to result. The third is knowledge shortage. This goes hand in hand with skills shortage. Knowledge shortage or knowing too little can result in failure to recognize problems or increased chances of responding to non-existent problems. SOC teams will either experience too many false positives or false negatives, which ultimately would lead for the staff to fail in responding to real attacks. Now, the fourth one, tracking KPIs and monitoring SOC efficiency. An EY report indicates that 36% of organizations in the financial services sector are concerned about non-existent or very immature metrics and its reporting when it comes to cybersecurity efforts. Moreover, the threat landscape is evolving, and an effective security programs requires actionable information on which informed decisions can be based. These SOC KPIs help in improving the security program as a whole and act as a driver for improvement. The challenge here is that there are no set benchmarks for SOC KPIs. It is rather very subjective, which can only be determined when an organization clearly knows what they are trying to achieve with the program. Switching gears a little bit, let's talk about Sumo Logic security solutions offering as a whole. Sumo Logic security solutions are used by customers for 4 primary use cases. The first is audit and compliance. Sumo Logic provides highly scalable, secure platform to store all of your data, backed by numerous certifications and attestations. With a host of out-of-the-box pre-built compliance apps, you can enjoy rapid time to value for your security audits. The second is cloud security monitoring and analytics. Building on the solutioning for compliance, Sumo Logic offers security analytics with the power of performing deep searches against your dataset. We offer the fundamental correlation and alerting required for analyzing your security event logs, along with data enrichment and visualization of your data using pre-built and customizable dashboards. Sumo Logic also provides additional capabilities for your security operations, including integrated threat intelligence with CrowdStrike, detecting and alerting anomalies via outliers, log reduce and log compare that utilizes machine learning technologies to rapidly sift through larger data sets and perform time-based log comparisons to look for past activities and behaviors. The third is Cloud SIEM. Cloud SIEM provides continuous threat correlation that goes back weeks versus just hours across your on-prem, cloud, multi-cloud, and hybrid cloud data sources using our out-of-the-box content rules. We have streamlined security analyst workflows that is built by analysts for analysts with built-in event management to ensure collaboration and improve team efficiencies. Cloud SIEM provides automated incident prioritization and alert triage that eliminates the noise and pain of alert fatigue. The fourth is Cloud SOAR. Cloud SOAR improves productivity by automating common repetitive tasks, establishes repeatable IR workflows, orchestration across your security ecosystem. Now let's align these offerings to Carson Zimmerman's 10 strategies of world-class CyberOps Center. If I have to put it in terms of Sumo solutions offering, this is how we help customers on their SIEM journey. If you're just getting started, if you're in the process of validation and disposition, Sumo Logic Cloud SIEM, powered by Sumo Logic Continuous Intelligence Platform with powerful query language is what you're looking for. Now, if you're further down the road on your SIEM journey, and if you're looking at it as a whole, that is, in Mr. Zimmerman's quote, from cradle to grave, you're looking at it from a continuous intelligence platform to a cloud SOAR. In this scenario, you distill down 1 billion plus events that you're collecting daily to thousands of alerts using basic rules and filtering. You apply advanced correlation techniques and bring it down to 10 plus actionable alerts on a daily basis. Now, let me ask you this. What comes after? How do you measure the efficiency of these 10 plus alerts that you're looking at? How do you get a daily incident summary report of the threats detected? How do you monitor the KPIs associated to these detections? Most SIEM consumers resort to daily Excel sheet reporting, static weekly reports via email, and use them as part of their daily SOC stand-up. This is the exact pain point that we are here to solve. The SOC Daily Stand-Up app is the Sumo Logic solution to ease the trouble of running a daily SOC operation. We provide a single pane of glass to capture all the important correlations and provide trends and alert breakdown in a given time window. Every widget corresponds to an organizational level detection use case. The honeycomb view consolidates all the correlations. The alert view corresponds to alert breakdown per day. The trend analysis gives an hourly window to track all the alerting. The every alert information is color-coded based on the alert baselines. Now, before you decide to build this or something identical to this, there are a few things that I would like to emphasize. The first, know your security infrastructure. Know your security infrastructure and tools you already own. Be aware and informed on how your security tools provide logs, alerts, and forward these sources into the Sumo Logic platform. Second, prioritize. Identify what detections take priority over others. Leverage out-of-the-box Sumo Logic content to see if these fit your needs. Third, fine-tune existing correlations or build new ones to meet your security goals. Now, let's take it a level deeper. Not only does Sumo provide a 40,000-foot view of all the correlations, but also provides a breakdown by alert summary, incident summary, and SOC KPIs per correlation. These are all divided into separate panes for easy readability and consumption. All of these dashboards are powered by correlations that are generated by Cloud SIEM and also takes into account the analyst responses for tracking KPIs. Now let's look at each and every panel one by one. The first is the alert summary. The SOC dashboard alert summary focuses on 4 primary aspects. The first, alert trends and behaviors. Second, repeat offenders. Third, MITRE mapping. Fourth, geolocation information. The alert trends and behaviors monitors all the individual signals that are fired. In addition to that, we are also baselining this alert in question, and we report whenever an outlier is detected, meaning a deviation from the baseline is detected for this alert. The second is repeat offenders. For all of the alerts that are detected or signals that are fired in Cloud SIEM, we track the entity behind it. We assign the entity a score, and we track if there are any repeat offenders that have been seen before. The third is MITRE mapping. MITRE mapping provides the MITRE tactic association for all the insights that has at least one signal associated with the detection in question. The fourth is geolocation information. Geolocation information is generated by enriching the public-facing IP addresses with geolocation information for visibility. For instance, if an IP address comes out of a location where you are not supposed to have a business in, we are providing you visibility across that. The next section is the incident summary. The incident summary focuses on 4 different things. The first, total insights. Second, system-generated insights. Third, user insights. And fourth, the insight details. The total insights are triage and prioritized alerts that the system has determined investigation worthy using adaptive signal clustering. The system generated insights are default alerts that are generated for investigation purposes. The user generated insights are manually escalated alerts to an insight by an analyst. The insight details provides a summary information of all the generated insights, giving you a breakdown of who the actor was, what is the description, and what's the insight ID. And finally, SOC KPIs. We track mean time to detect, mean time to respond, mean time to remediate, insight closure by analysts, meaning, hey, how are the insights being closed per analyst, and insight closure by resolution type. So if an alert is benign, if an alert is an actual incident, if an alert is a false positive, we are giving you visibility across that as well. Now, let's look at the demo. Let's look at the product in action. This is the Sumo app for SOC Daily Stand-Up. And what you see over here is the SOC overview dashboard. This dashboard is divided into two broader sections. The section below covers all the detections that are important from an organization standpoint. The alert breakdown focuses on your entire security stack. I have O365 alerts, ERR rules, guard duty alerts, impossible travel, brute force attempts, EDR alerts, and so on and so forth. These widgets, like any other Sumo dashboards, are entirely customizable. The top section covers three things. The first, honeycomb view for all the correlations that align with your detection needs. The second, detailed alert breakdown on a daily basis. What I mean by that is, it gives an entire picture of what types of alerts are firing the most in a given time window. The third, trending alerts per hour. Baseline of alerts that we are seeing on an hourly basis. Now, let's focus on the total alert section and click on one of the honeycombs. For instance, I see a guard duty alert which captures instance credential exfiltration. Let's look into it further. The 40,000 foot view gives me an idea that these alerts are a little higher than its baseline number, and it's color coded to yellow. As soon as I click on it, I get a linked dashboard. Now, as I click on it, Sumo Logic auto-filters the linked dashboard to a specific detection that is important to me. In this case, we are looking at the guard duty alert. Now let's get a detailed breakdown of this alert. We have the alert summary panel up top, we have insights breakdown, and we have SOC KPIs. The alert summary quickly tells me that, hey, there are a few alerts where I have couple of entities that are tracked to this instance credential exfiltration. The Sumo Logic outlier algorithm is telling me that between 5 to 7 a.m., precisely, I guess around 6 a.m., there was an alert spike that was detected against this guard duty alert. I'm tracking top entities in question, Rico, and this host name that's in question is associated to this guard duty alerts as well. With geolocation enrichment, I can quickly tell that all of these alerts are coming out of Tehran. Generated insights by attack stages. This widget provides me that, hey, if a correlation rule is fired or an insight is generated within Cloud SIEM, we have the MITRE mapping that aligns to this guard duty alert. So the three stages that we are seeing this guard duty alert comprises of command and control, credential access, and exfiltration. The entity risk me a detailed view of all the repeat offenders that we are seeing and that are detected against this particular alert. So I see that Rico has been flagged over the past 7 days. So Rico is a repeat offender. This is from an alert summary breakdown. Let's focus on the incident summary or the insight breakdown itself. I have 14 total insights that have been detected where at least one signal is associated to the guard duty alert in question. All of the 14 insights have been generated using the default adaptive signal clustering algorithm by Cloud SIEM. None of the generated insights have been escalated by user manually. That's why I do not have any user generated insight. And if I have to look into details, and if I have to click through and look at each and every insight, I have the total insight details, which captures the insight ID, the entity that did it, and the description or the MITRE tactics that are associated to it. The third view that I get, or the third piece of information that I have, is the SOC KPIs. The mean time to detect, mean time to respond, and mean time to remediate for this alert, where at least an insight was observed, where an AWS guard duty alert was seen, is also visible. I have insight closure by analyst, which tells me that who are the analysts that are working on these insights. And insight closure by resolution, that provides me that what is the resolution that analysts are providing. Are they marking that as false positives? Are they marking that as resolved? Or are they not taking any action and marking it as benign? This is how Sumo Logic overview dashboard and Sumo Logic detailed dashboard can help in improving your SOC daily stand-up. In conclusion, this is how Sumo Logic can help in solving the existing challenges of tracking SOC KPIs and monitoring SOC efficiencies. Before I wrap up, here are the 3 key takeaways that I want to highlight. The first, know your security infrastructure and identify what detections are important for your organization. Second, determine what KPIs are you looking to monitor. Third, iterate periodically through the list of alerts you're monitoring and adapt based on the ever-changing security landscape. This is Sourabh Bhosale from Sumo Logic. Thank you and have a great rest of the time at Sumo Illuminate.